My other colleagues are also with us. Harshit, I was telling, and we were discussing, I and Gaurav were discussing about this statement. This is one of the strongest statement put out by the government of India on this issue, clearly making a distinction and also putting the record straight that it's not India, but the other countries are also buying. It is, this is unfair to target India alone and putting the onus of fueling the Russian war machinery on India. And by the statement by a US president saying that India doesn't care about the Ukrainian life loss. This is really a bizarre thing to put out, Harshit.
Right, Pranay. Stay on. Shivani also joining us. I'll come back to the two of you. Chetan also from the Business Today team is with us. Chetan, if you could break down this development for us in terms of how India is being seen in this exchange of oil, in this whole episode with regards to import of oil from Russia. With this statement now coming out exposing where is it that the hypocrisy of the United States lies. Could you throw more light on how strong this statement is and what sort of message does this carry?
Well, absolutely. What my colleagues have been pointing out for a very long time, the past 20 to 30 minutes when the statement actually broke out, India has actually issued a very strong statement today defending its energy trade practices, particularly oil imports from Russia, in response to the criticism from the US and the EU. In fact, the Minister of External Affairs spokesperson has said that India has been unfairly targeted for importing oil from Russia following the start of the Ukraine war. The spokesperson clarified, and it's very crucial for the viewers to understand this, that the spokesperson has clarified that India began importing Russian oil only after the traditional suppliers diverted their cargoes to Europe, a shift that was encouraged by the US at the time in the interest of stabilizing global energy markets. In fact, India has stressed that its imports are aimed at ensuring predictable and affordable energy for Indian consumers. These are not discretionary choices, the spokesperson said, but necessities compelled by the global market situation. In fact, if you could recall, the Prime Minister in his speech in Varanasi had also mentioned that there's a point of uncertainty, and at the statement also points out to a pattern of hypocrisy among those criticizing India. The EU, or for instance, recorded a bilateral goods trade of 67.5 billion euros with Russia in 2024, and services trade agreement estimated at 17.2 billion euros in 2023, significantly higher than India's total trade with Russia in the same period. However, the trade Europe and Russia extends well beyond energy, covering fertilizers, mining products, chemicals, iron and steel, as well as machinery and transport equipment. So, as far as for the US, the spokesperson for India highlighted that Washington continues to import from Russia uranium for its nuclear sector, palladium for EVs,